Hey, M2, can you take a look at this? I think I found corrosion on the whole back adapter.
Yeah, you're right. I'll take care of that right now.
Hold on, AM2. We gotta make sure that this gets documented correctly first. PC, come with me to maintenance control and I'll show you how to cut the discrepancy. Before we do anything, we gotta read and understand our references. In accordance with the CNATT 4790.2 Delta 15.5.1.15 paragraph C, it states, treatment of corrosion found during the look phase of an inspection will be documented as discrepancies on fixed phase work orders or as daily turnaround or DF work orders if discovered while performing a daily or turnaround inspection. Now we find the aircraft that you just inspected and right click on the aircraft. Left click initiate and then left click unscheduled. From here, you have to ensure you have the correct type work order code. As the NAMP stated, use code DF because you found this during a daily inspection.
That makes sense, otherwise it would be counted towards the wrong special inspection.
Exactly. The next important code is the WOOC. The WOOC specifically identifies every part of the aircraft, and it is crucial that we use the correct WOOC so that way we can track components that are being repaired or replaced too early or too often because of corrosion. Also, by identifying the specific WOOC on aircraft across the fleet, we can accurately assess if our components are being cleaned and treated frequently enough. Since there are so many codes, we have a focused area list or a FAL that is used to help you quickly find the most common components or areas that corrode. The FAL is constantly being updated with the discrepancies that you find on all inspections, so therefore you help identify, prevent, and treat corrosion every day.
I had no idea that these codes have so much impact. Now I'm going to take my time and find the exact work for every issue instead of taking the easy way and using the next higher assembly.
Now that we understand the importance of WOOCs, let's fill out the when discovered block. This block will be J because you found this during a daily inspection. Now that you understand how the discrepancy gets coded, let's talk about the discrepancy block. This is the last step to write up what you found with a drop dead date.
Drop dead date, what's that for?
Again, in accordance with the NAMP 4790.2 Delta 15.5.1.15 paragraph E states, aircraft with awaiting maintenance corrosion discrepancies regardless of work order type over 28 calendar days will be restricted from flight by coding the work order as a down discrepancy.
So basically, to prevent the aircraft from going into a down status, add the drop dead date so maintenance control and the work center can monitor the issue on a daily basis and fix it before 28 days.
That's right. Once you write up a discrepancy related to corrosion, you have 28 days to get that discrepancy fixed in time. Even though this particular problem doesn't seem like a big deal, if you don't fix it in time, it will lead to replacing expensive parts or worse, lead to catastrophic failure.
Wow, that's crazy. I never would have thought that corrosion could have such an impact on everyday issues. Thanks, AM1, for teaching me the importance of proper corrosion documentation.
Chief, map in your box.
Thanks, AM1. Great job at explaining the importance of proper corrosion map documentation to our newest plane captain. That makes the job easier.
From CNATT Lemoore, I'm AM1 Eddie.
And I'm Aaron Woodside. Have a fine Navy day.